What happened next was a surprise to many. Rather than being relegated to a secondary role, Liv Morgan's storyline took an unexpected turn. WWE pivoted and presented her with a new challenge, the women's tag team division. This wasn't just a way for WWE to keep her in the spotlight. It was a strategic move that showcased Liv in a new light while also giving her the opportunity to shine alongside Raquel Rodriguez. This partnership was important not only for Liv's career but for the overall growth of the women's tag team division. By teaming up with Raquel, Liv was helping elevate both herself and her partner, while also bringing much-needed attention to the tag team scene. It wasn't long before Liv and Raquel won the women's tag team championships. Their victory was more than just a title win. It was a statement. They weren't just two women holding belts, they were leading the charge for the division and proving that WWE could invest in a strong and entertaining tag team in the women's division. The reign wasn't without its challenges, though. At WrestleMania 41, the team of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez was set to defend their titles against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. However, things took a dramatic turn when Bayley was attacked, and Becky Lynch returned to the fray. Becky took Bayley's place in the match, and along with Lyra Valkyria, dethroned Liv and Raquel as the champions. This loss left many fans perplexed and frustrated, including myself. We didn't understand why WWE would take the titles off of Liv and Raquel without any real explanation. The focus shifted to Becky Lynch, and while her return was certainly noteworthy, there was something unsettling about how Liv and Raquel were handled in this situation. It felt like a misstep, and fans, including myself, were left wondering if this was the end of Liv's momentum. However, WWE had a bigger plan in store for Liv. The next night on Raw, WWE turned things around in a big way. After Becky Lynch turned on Lyra Valkyria, Liv Morgan seized the opportunity. She and Raquel Rodriguez regained the women's tag team championships, marking a significant moment in Liv's career. This time, the victory felt more earned, and it showed that Liv was far from done. It was a reminder that WWE had not given up on her. It also indicated that they had something big planned for her, something that would keep her in the spotlight for a while. This brings us to the intriguing development that has everyone talking. Recently, an interesting report emerged from PW Insider, specifically from Mike Johnson, who hinted at a major announcement regarding Liv Morgan. According to the report, this news would be revealed in the coming week, leading to speculation among fans. Was it something personal? Was it related to her career in WWE? Was it a new acting opportunity? The curiosity was palpable, and we all eagerly waited for more details. The next chapter in Liv's journey came during a backstage segment on Monday Night Raw. Nick Aldis, usually the SmackDown GM, filled in for Adam Pearce as the Raw GM. In the segment, Liv Morgan made a significant announcement. She would be taking some time off because she had secured a movie role. PW Insider confirmed that Liv's role in this movie would be a major one, and the details would be revealed soon. This news was huge for Liv Morgan's career, as it was clear that WWE was giving her the chance to explore opportunities beyond the squared circle. The project in question is still shrouded in mystery, but it's clear that this could be a pivotal moment for Liv's career. Fans are left to wonder what kind of movie she will be involved in, what role she will play, and most importantly, when this project will be released. WWE's decision to allow Liv this opportunity speaks volumes about how far she's come. It's not just about her time in WWE, it's about her potential to succeed in other industries as well. If this movie is as significant as it's being hyped, it could open doors for Liv in Hollywood, much like it has for other wrestlers who have made the successful transition from the ring to the big screen. When we think of wrestlers turned actors, names like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, John Cena, and Dave Bautista immediately come to mind. These men have made a name for themselves in Hollywood, and their success has shown that wrestling isn't necessarily a limitation when it comes to breaking into the entertainment world. However, not all wrestlers have been as fortunate. Some, like Hulk Hogan and Steve Austin, didn't fare as well in Hollywood. CM Punk, on the other hand, has had some success in acting, though his projects have often been more low-budget films. Still, his acting in films like Girl on the Floor has been praised, and it's clear that he has a potential future in the industry. So, what does this mean for Liv Morgan? It means that there's a real possibility that she could follow in the footsteps of other successful wrestling stars. While she may not have the same level of fame as The Rock or Cena, she has a unique charm and likability that could easily translate into mainstream success. Liv has built a strong fan base over the years, and her down-to-earth personality and likability have only increased her appeal. She is someone that fans can relate to, and that is something Hollywood often looks for when casting for roles. However, this new opportunity in Hollywood also presents a challenge. As much as Liv's acting career could take off, It means that WWE fans will have to adjust to her absence. For those who love watching Liv on a weekly basis, this news might not be the best. WWE fans tend to get attached to their favorite superstars, and seeing Liv leave for an extended period could be hard for many. Still, this doesn't mean that Liv's career in WWE is over. This could be a temporary break, allowing her to explore new opportunities before returning to the ring. And when she does return, she could come back refreshed and ready for new challenges. Taking a break from the ring isn't necessarily a bad thing for Liv or her fans. If anything, it could give her the chance to recharge and come back even stronger. As much as we enjoy seeing our favorite superstars every week, overexposure can sometimes work against them. By stepping away for a while, Liv can build anticipation for her return. Fans will miss her, and that's when the real magic happens. Liv can come back with a fresh perspective, new storylines, and more opportunities to continue growing in her WWE career. So, while Liv Morgan's time away from WWE might feel like a loss in the short term, it's important to look at the bigger picture. This is a major opportunity for her, and it's a sign that WWE sees her as more than just a wrestler. They see her as a potential crossover star. It's a testament to how far she's come and how much she's earned the respect of the company and the fans. If everything goes as planned, this could be just the beginning of a new chapter in Liv Morgan's career, one that includes not just wrestling, but also acting and maybe even a bigger place in the entertainment industry. For now, we can only speculate about the details of Liv's upcoming movie role, but one thing is for sure, this is a big deal, not just for Liv Morgan, but for her fans as well. We'll have to wait and see what the future holds, but one thing is certain, Liv Morgan's journey is far from over, and this new chapter is just another exciting step forward. What do you think? Are you excited for Liv's Hollywood debut? What kind of role do you think she will play? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Becky Lynch came out to the ring and made a bold declaration that the situation with Bayley's backstage attack wasn't going to be drawn out or stretched over weeks. She wasted no time in admitting that she was the one who brutally attacked Bayley and took her spot at WrestleMania 41. As expected, the crowd began to boo her, but Becky fired back, telling them not to treat her like the villain in this story. She reminded them that Bayley had been the one to relentlessly attack her without any provocation ever since 2019, and not once had Bayley apologized for any of it. This moment really made you pause and think because Becky had a point. Although her character might be in a different headspace compared to past years, she wasn't wrong when she said that Bayley had been the instigator for years. Let's not forget how it all started. When Bayley turned heel in 2019, it came after she viciously attacked Becky Lynch without warning. Then, in 2022, Bayley's Damage Control faction made sure to write Becky off TV by attacking her backstage at Raw. It wasn't the first time Bayley had crossed the line. So, when Becky says it was time to get even, it certainly feels like it was long overdue. Becky didn't stop there. She also threw some shade at Bayley for comments the latter had made in recent interviews. Bayley had mentioned that she didn't consider herself to be on the same level as Becky or Charlotte, and Becky wasted no time mocking her for it. Becky's response was sharp, calling Bayley out for these remarks and suggesting that she would never be able to reach the level of success that she and Charlotte have achieved. But the drama didn't end there. Becky revealed that she had once had a lot of respect for Lyra, even calling her the future of the business. However, once Lyra began to align herself with Bayley, someone Becky had been at odds with for 6 years, her feelings started to change. Becky expressed her frustration, stating that Lyra would have never won the tag team titles with Bayley as her partner at WrestleMania. This set the stage for a heated conflict between Becky and Lyra, with Becky feeling betrayed by the young wrestler's decision to team up with her longtime rival. Lyra eventually made her way to the ring, and she didn't hold back. She fired back at Becky, mentioning how Bayley had warned her about Becky's ruthless nature, saying that Becky would do anything, even step on people's throats, to get ahead. Lyra also brought up the fact that she had defeated Becky Lynch in NXT to win the women's title, claiming that she was the better wrestler. This added fuel to the fire, making it clear that not only was Becky and Lyra's feud intensifying, but the seeds were also being planted for a bigger feud between Becky and Bayley. Becky came out, unapologetic and unapologetically herself. She admitted to attacking Bayley and gave a compelling explanation as to why it had to happen, and the fact that she had already started planting the seeds for a potential Bayley versus Becky match down the line only adds more excitement to the storyline. Fans are already speculating that Becky will eventually take the title from Lyra, possibly even writing her off television the same way she did to Bayley in the past. If that happens, it wouldn't just be a personal rivalry between Becky and Bayley. It would also be a battle for Lyra's honor, with Bayley stepping in to seek revenge not only for herself but also for the young wrestler she believes Becky wronged. Right now, the focus seems to be on the match between Becky and Lyra. But the real long-term story appears to be building towards a major showdown between Becky and Bayley. What makes this particular feud interesting is the role reversal. Bayley, once the heel, is now being positioned as the babyface, while Becky, who is always seen as the fan favorite, is now the heel. This dynamic is something fans haven't seen before in their 6-year-long rivalry, making it all the more intriguing to see how this new chapter unfolds.